guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I just wanted to film a quick intro. I'm trying to do things a little different and not talk so much in the camera because no one really is here to hear me talk. I want to give you more video footage of the actual places, and this one's us driving from Manitou Springs, Colorado to the Grand Canyon and at the Grand Canyon. But here's the thing. Driving through almost any part of Colorado is like the most... Driving through any part of Colorado is literally breathtaking. Everywhere you turn, there's just beautiful water, streams, waterfalls, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of footage of us driving. And we accidentally kind of had an 11-hour drive that I thought was supposed to be a 7-hour drive. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone who's watched any of my videos or is watching this video. This means so much to me. It is really hard to get started on YouTube, to put yourself out there like this. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm not going to do an outro. I'm just going to give you lots of good video footage, but I just wanted to say a quick thank you, kind of let you know what's going on in this deal. And just let you know that I'm really trying. My editing's getting better. I'm really trying to make these videos something fun to watch, not just me talking. So don't forget to click that subscribe button and like the video and comment and let me know how I'm doing, if I'm improving, all that jazz. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much. So in my very meticulous planning for this whole trip, I thought, in February, I could just book a hotel at the North Rim of the Grand Canyon. And I knew it was a long shot because everybody knows how that goes with the donkeys and all that. So when I was doing all the initial time calculations, this person really is trying to park right by where I'm trying to stand. Yeah, I left the North Rim calculations from Colorado in my math. I didn't change it. It's the only mistake I made in this whole ordeal. Didn't change it when I made South Rim reservation for the Grand Canyon. So I was like thinking all these months it was gonna be a 7-hour drive to the Grand Canyon, but it's an 11-hour. So we're up early. Kevin's done a really good job at not being a dick about it at all. So when we left Manitou Springs, the first part of our drive was through the historic Ute Pass, which had a little bit of different terrain for Colorado than most of the other parts we went through, but it was really pretty nonetheless. This is interesting. There were these two guys just walking down the highway. This was a highway. Like it was no big deal. Also, this clip coming up, you're going to see the babbling brooks. There's babbling brooks everywhere in Colorado. One of my favorite things. This clip here, look up in the trees way up there and see that white thing. It's a Ferris wheel. It was just at someone's house up there, and me and my husband have this joke that he always says he wants to make a Ferris wheel at our house for our nephew. So to me, it was really funny to see it. We're driving past here. I made my husband turn around because this isn't even what I saw. I'll show you what I saw. That I was like, oh, I have to go around. He was not happy about the dangerous turn off. Are you starting to see it? Oh my God. Holy shit. Is that incredible? Oh. So for the next 5 hours of our trip, there were these just breathtaking snow-capped mountains everywhere we turned. And I don't know what it is about snow-capped mountains like that, but I just I never got sick of looking at them. Every time I stared out the window, I was still so in awe and so enamored the entire time. There was just little rivers and streams running past you saw to the right. One of my favorite things about Colorado, and I'm obsessed with it, is that there's just water everywhere. I am most at peace by water, and there's babbling brooks, waterfalls, streams, rivers, so much beautiful water everywhere in Colorado, and I just am obsessed. When I went on my road trip with my friend, I'm sure you've heard a little bit about this already, I totally made him stop every time we went to like a babbling brook. And we went at a little different pace than me and my husband, and he didn't mind stopping. My husband doesn't like to stop as much, but he stopped a lot for me on this trip, considering how long we had to drive, which really kind of made it even longer. This is amazing to me. I live in Kansas, where in June it is like 100 degrees, and we could reach up and touch snow. We could stop and touch snow in June. Like, and look at that waterfall. That's just on this highway. This is crazy. We're on a 6% steep here.
A little scenic over. Look, I'm hoping over this ledge there's a babbling brook.
And there is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. I just realized it goes all the way up there. Oh. Alright. To put my feet in some water. Like, holy shit. This is pretty strong. So this is probably down. Okay, I got my feet in there a little bit. I didn't go too far because it's pretty dangerous. But it felt phenomenal. Oh, springs. Water just makes me want to spring my step. We're in Pagosa Springs. We just have left. Now headed to the Grand Canyon. Okay, I'd say after all those clips, you probably can tell just how obsessed I am with all the wonderful water in Colorado. So now our train has changed and we're in New Mexico. We actually drove in 4 different states on the way to the Grand Canyon. New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. This was the Four Corners. We were trying to drive up to it, but there was such a backup. So the Four Corners is where New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and Arizona all touch. And I wish we had had time to wait in the huge line, because how cool is that? But we got to see it. And look at this beautiful terrain here. I am obsessed. I also really love the terrain in Utah and Arizona. It's just so unique and so special, and it changes so quickly to different stuff. There's, you know, rock formations that look like sand dunes, then there's light sediment rocks, and there's dark sediment rocks, and there's, you know, huge canyons at one point, and then there's the painted desert, and it's just gorgeous. So this is just our little journey through that part of the area. So funny story, not really funny story. We're like passing where you would turn off for Monument Valley. So in the next video, you'll see us go to Monument Valley. But funny story, my big mistake in the 11-hour debacle also included backtracking to the Monument Valley after the Grand Canyon. So we should have gone to Monument Valley first because it was on the way. So when we're seeing Monument Valley, we still have like a 3 or 4 hour drive. So here is where we would turn off for Monument Valley. It's the gas station we stopped at, but nope, we have a long trek still to the Grand Canyon. So yeah, I planned all the places I really wanted to go, and when I looked on a map, the line looked like, you know, all the things I wanted to do, I was making the right choices. And technically I was, they're all kind of in a line. So when I saw that from Manitou Springs, there was a straight shot to Grand Canyon, I didn't realize Monument Valley was actually on the way, because it's a turnoff and like 30 minutes down that turnoff. So it doesn't look like it's actually in the straight line that I'm going. We are obsessed with this slide. It's not a slide, it's like an old grain elevator that doesn't even work anymore. We like to look into the history when we see cool things, because that's really interesting to us. Anyway, we passed this several times because obviously we backtracked. We all know that now. So we had this little joke, because me and my husband love to make little inside jokes that we take like to the umpteenth degree and never let them go. But we kept going on and on how we thought this should be a huge water slide, and it would go over the highway and it would be really awesome. So yeah, we were just super fascinated with this old grain elevator and looked up the history of it. Yeah, so these, I'm not sure what they were called. I wish some of these monuments and stuff that were right on the highway were labeled. We're getting into the area called the Painted Desert, which I was obsessed with. It is so beautiful and just so breathtaking. I wish we had had more time to stop and really enjoy it, because it was really unique. It gets even lighter and more prettier. Here in a second you'll see the part that's truly considered the Painted Desert, and I want to go back someday. It would be phenomenal to photograph. It is just beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah, look at the colors in those rocks. They're almost pink. Oh, I just love it. It is so beautiful and so breathtaking. I just want to see more and more of it. If you ever have the chance, go see it, guys. Go see it. 14 miles from the entrance of the official park, but we're at a scenic overlook where Kevin's gonna get his first taste, just a baby taste of what's in store at the Grand Canyon. Oh god, it's rocky. It's rocky. It's rocky. He's a lot faster of a walker than me. We're getting closer. I'm not going to get to see his reaction though, because I'm way behind him. But I have a feeling he's going to be... I love little cactus. Its first tumble. Pretty exciting. Oh my god. This is everything. This is everything. I wish I was up there to see his face. He's walking really fast. That means he's excited. Like, I don't think he normally doesn't like act like he cares about this stuff that much, but I think he's gonna be like, whoa! Look at it. What's your reaction to your first taste? It's impressive? That's big words coming from you. Just wait, you ain't seen nothing yet, baby. Okay, this is gonna be the official reaction of Kevin when he sees the official Grand Canyon for the first time. Where's the watchtower? I thought I saw it. Oh, there it is. This is going to be as close to a sunset hit as I'm going to get. Oh my gosh. I think you have to go around that way, but I need to go this way to get this sunset real quick. So yeah, he wanted to head towards the watchtower, and I really wanted him to see that, but I really needed to go get pictures of the sunset, so I actually didn't even get to see his reaction, and the watchtower was closed and he didn't get to go in. But this is called the Desert View. It's an amazing spot for the sunset at the Grand Canyon. We were so lucky. We arrived in the actual part of the Grand Canyon right at sunset in one of the best places to watch the sunset in the Grand Canyon. So this is perfection. We have gotten to the Grand Canyon right at sunset. The sun is about to set. It's about to set. I'm struggling between taking pictures and taking video. Okay, I was doing okay-ish on time, but I passed the parking area. I just need to turn around and still be pretty good. But then I saw some elk. So then that happened. So yeah. I have my camera. I have my tripod. And let's do that. So I am not a morning person. You will normally never see me out of bed before 10 a.m. and sometimes even later than that. But I had to take pictures of sunrise at the Grand Canyon. It was so worth it. I took pictures at Mather's Point. It's a very populated area, but the vibes were really great and it was just, oh, stunning. That last clip was so cute. This guy had everyone sing happy birthday to his wife, and it was just precious. The Grand Canyon is one of those places, like, I can't stop staring at it. It is like a spiritual experience, and I always feel God's presence when I look at it.
Really coming out. Oh, he says, I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. There he goes. Oh my God, he left.
Sorry for the super shaky clips from our hike, but I really wanted to include it because I hated hiking, like hated it before the first time I went to the Grand Canyon. So if you have thought to yourself, oh, I'll go and look at it, but I won't hike, you should do it. It doesn't matter how far down you go. It is totally worth it. So we went on a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon, and it was totally a splurge for our anniversary, but we got to see parts of the Grand Canyon you couldn't even dream of seeing. You know, it went from the south end to the north end, and you saw every nook and cranny that is impossible to see any other way but in a helicopter, and it is so worth it. The stuff you see, the depths that goes, it's amazing. So I'm gonna end with this clip on the helicopter because I can't think of a more fitting and glorious way to end this vlog. Until the next one, thanks for watching, subscribe, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye.